All right, crowd, let's go. All right. Croc, do the intro.
Welcome to the Big Black Conversations podcast. I'm King Croc.
This man said, "Welcome to the Big Black whatever." Man, come on, man.
That's
Yo, why every
the name
intro,
of the podcast, Flakko?
why every intro has to be something with Croc, bro? Why can't you just give us a? Listen, the first intro you did was perfect. These new ones is gentrified.
All right. Let's.
Come on.
Okay. Let me think. Yeah, I don't know which way to go. Do
Yo.
you want?
Oh man, come on. Let's do the intro so that we can start.
Yo, welcome to the BBC podcast.
All right.
I'm
Yeah,
here
man,
with
still gentrified, man.
Yo,
Welcome to
gentrified.
BBC podcast with King Croc and Poetik Flakko, man. Croc, how you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling good, man.
Yo,
Feeling relaxed.
Yeah. Yo. That was not on the third mic. So
Oh,
this
yeah,
episode,
bad
we would not do this
podcasting.
episode. We would not
My
piss
bad.
off the fans
All
this
right.
episode, bro.
Okay.
You feel me?
Yeah, man. How you feeling, Flakko?
Yo, I feel amazing. You feel me, man? You know, I got the cool water on the compliments of Galaxy Studios. You feel me?
Hell yeah.
Croc. Yo, man, how's life, man?
Life's chilling. You know what I mean? I had a date yesterday.
A date?
Yeah.
Where'd you meet her?
Actually met her at a rave.
Wait, what's a rave?
So
I feel like I'm in the white
rave-
community, but not that deep into it because I don't know these things.
Okay, so a rave is like a bunch of music,
Yeah.
bunch of dancing, DJs,
Uh-huh.
a lot of drugs typically.
So you're a drug addict now.
No, I'm not. It's just like a music type of event. You know what I
Right.
mean? People just listen to a lot of music.
All right. So was she a BBW?
Honestly, I thought she was.
How did you think she was?
Because it was mad dark. And I talked to her for probably 2 minutes. Like, not even a long time. I just scooped up her number and I fucking ended up meeting her. And in the light, she looked a lot better. But
Was she a BBW? That's the question.
no, she wasn't. She was like slim thick.
Slim thick.
Mm-hmm.
Croc, there ain't no way. Listen, there's no light dark enough to where you can confuse slim thick with BBW. So in the dark, you thought the slim again. What slim thick is Tiana Taylor is slim thick. That's what slim thick is.
Okay.
There ain't no light dark enough, Croc, for you to confuse Tiana Taylor with Lizzo.
I don't know. Maybe it was the sundress she had on or something, but she looked good. She did not look. Well, I mean, BBWs look good too. Don't get me twisted, but she didn't look that overweight.
Is she under or over 185 pounds?
She might be 190.
Croc, that's not no
Keep it
slim
above.
thick, Croc.
She might
Come
be
on, Croc.
190.
They ain't no slim
Nah,
thick,
but she,
Croc.
she
Nah, you
wears
put,
it
nah.
well. She wears it well.
Croc, they ain't no slim
Shout
thick,
out,
Croc.
shout out to her. But ended up.
How tall?
A lot shorter than me.
Like, taller than me or shorter?
Actually, maybe like a little shorter than you, just a tiny little bit.
So, Croc, help me understand here, Croc.
Mhm.
So, I'm 5'7". Some might say, well, I'm not 5'7", but some might say I'm 5'7". I'm about 5'8", 5'9", right?
Sure.
Shorter than me will probably be about 5'5", 5'4"-ish. So she's 5'5", 5'4", 190 pounds, and you said she's slim thick. Come on, Croc.
Wait, okay, Flakko, how much you
Come
weigh?
on, Croc.
How much you weigh, Flakko?
Come on, Croc.
How much you weigh?
280 right now.
280.
Well, if that, nah, man, I'm capping. Now, Croc,
Kevin Samuels would love this conversation, but
so you just called a 5'5", 5'4".
listen,
Heck, I would give her 5'6". 5'5", 5'4", 5'6", 190 pounds. You call that slim, thick? Nah, yo,
All
Croc,
right,
that's a
maybe
violation, Croc.
maybe she was a BBW.
Croc, that's a violation,
You got it,
yo.
bro. You got it, bro.
That's a violation, man.
But listen, this beautiful BBW woman,
Was she from the mountains of
Ended up-
Caucasoid?
No, actually.
She was a.
Well, partly.
She was mixed
She's mixed, yeah.
with what?
I don't know if I want to divulge any further details.
Is she mixed with
Something in
Negro and Icaramba or the mountains of Caucasoids
the mountains of Caucasoids
and Negro?
and yeah, Negro
Really?
Damuses, yeah.
Okay, so Croc
But,
got a mixed BBW. Okay.
Yeah. Things went great. You know what I mean?
Wait. Why were you ashamed of bagging a BBW? Because you came off straight up capping.
I honestly, I still to this second don't feel that she was really like, I don't know. Maybe it's just the way I think about BBWs. I normally think of BBWs like morbid, like you see it in their face. Like she didn't have like a super, like a fat face, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? You know how there's a threshold where it goes from, you know,
Yeah.
kind of like donut. What's that? Those rolls that you unpack
Yeah.
and the bread comes out. When their head looks like that, I'm like, all right, BBW. You know what I mean? Massive. But she wasn't like that. But perhaps, right? But really what I wanted to get to was the fact that someone in the emo community pissed me off.
Who?
This motherfucking emo DJ. He hits her up.
He hits her up.
Yeah.
So how do you know he hit her up?
She told me.
Why is she telling you another guy hit her up when you guys just met?
I don't know. She just probably likes me a lot. I don't know.
Croc, listen, bro.
I don't
Croc,
know, maybe trying to make me jealous. I don't know.
Croc. Just the desperation
Yeah.
in her character where you just told me, bro,
Yeah.
that ain't no slim thick. Because a mixed slim thick chick who's light-skinned with curly hair in 2022 in L.A., she's not that desperate enough to where she's telling a guy she just met, hey, yo, that guy tried to talk to bro, that's BBW. Listen, that right there is BBW behavior for sure.
You might be right. I mean, it might have been some grimy shit. Honestly, it did kind of piss me off for the rest of the night. You know what I mean? I went
hold
on a
up.
tirade on stream against the emos.
Wait, hold up. So she told you where you was on stream.
No, not when I was on stream.
So y'all was texting all day, and she told you, oh, by the way, some DJ from last night tried to
No. While we were together.
at the rave.
No. This is, I met her at a rave.
Yeah, y'all had a date.
Last night, we just went to a cafe.
A cafe.
Mm.
Okay, and who paid?
Actually, she paid for herself. I swear
Really?
to God. I swear to God.
Oh man!
I swear.
Oh man!
Yo,
Croc.
producers looking at me like I'm capping.
Croc.
I swear I ain't
Croc.
paid for none of that bitch's shit on me. I
Croc.
mean, excuse me,
And you
beautiful queen. Yo,
And you trying to convince me that was a slim thick? Nigga, you crazy, man. That right there is BBW behavior, man. Pay for the date, all right? Desperate telling you some other guys is trying to talk to her. Come on, bro. Croc. I can't believe, bro, you came with this crock of BS.
Croc of
right?
BS.
Like you done bag a absolute dom, slim thick mixed baddie. When you done bagged the BBW, Croc, as soon as she told me like she was out here telling you other guys hit her up, that right there shows me that like she's not used to that and she's trying to like get some type of like adulation and bragging about it. And then once you say she paid for her own stuff and she still talked to you afterwards, oh no. Nah, Croc. Listen.
Hey, you might know more than me, buddy. I don't know.
You listen. As a matter of fact, I'll be real, man. I don't even think she's 190, bro. I'll be real,
Nah,
bro.
yes she is.
I'll be real, bro.
she might be less, honestly.
Croc, show
I
me a
don't
picture,
know.
Croc.
Nah.
Come on.
Nah.
Show me a
Man,
picture.
nah.
Show me a picture.
Nah, bro.
Oh.
Nah.
Croc.
It's nothing funny
Croc,
about like
come on,
nah,
man.
I'm not showing you shit, nigga. I'm not showing you shit.
Croc,
nigga.
nah.
Nah.
Croc. Nah.
Listen, I want to
listen.
talk about other things, guys.
Croc.
It's fine.
Croc.
It's fine. What?
Every ninja who bag a baddie, man, nigga, man, look,
Hey,
come
I
on,
ain't say
man.
she was a baddie, bro. I ain't say she was a baddie. All right, relax. I ain't say that.
You seen my girl Croc, so why can I see yours?
No, I mean, honestly, I don't have a picture of her.
You don't know none of her social media profiles?
Nah, bro. Honestly, I try not to even
Ask?
not to even like get connected in that way with like girls that I meet until we really get to know, like until I really know her more and she knows me and knows my personality. I'd rather not even have them know about my social media presence and all that shit. On some real shit.
When did y'all meet again? Like how long ago?
Like probably a week or something.
Now, Croc, when you said I ain't pay for none of that bitch stuff on me, are you against paying for dinners?
No, I'm not against it, honestly. Like, I would have paid if she didn't, but
Wait.
I just wanted to be known I didn't pay.
Wait, hold up, bruh. You a cold ninja, man. So she actually pump faked you and said, "Oh no, let me pay," and you let her pay. Oh, this guy's a different breed, bruh. She was just testing, talking about, "Oh no, I got it." Oh yeah, sure. I mean, hey, pay. Listen, hey, I ain't gonna lie to man. That's some real ninja activities right there, Croc. That's some real ninja activities right there, man.
It is what it is.
Oh man. Now, do you think she has potential to go somewhere?
Maybe. I'm still feeling it out. Maybe.
Man.
She sort of works in the influencer realm.
She's an influencer.
No, she's not an influencer, but she works around them kind of, and it's like
what you do for a living?
I don't know. I don't really want to go into that, but
Is she a YouTuber?
no,
She's a marketer.
no,
She's a stylist.
yeah,
A stylist.
or something around there.
Croc.
Yo, you're doing the deepest dive. Like,
Croc.
dog, yes.
The more you tell me about it, bro, I'll be real, bro. Like, I'm thinking 250, 80, 300.
No, but let's be honest, though.
Because every celebrity got a big-ass, like, stylist, bro. I'm talking about, like,
Oh, is that a common thing?
yes, big girls
wow.
love to be styling. Right? Like, for example,
I thought it was the opposite. I thought they were, like,
hell no.
more attractive on average.
Hell no. Big girls style all the skinny girls in everything they wish they could wear.
Damn.
That's how it works, man. So, Croc, the more you tell me this, man, I don't know, man, but
So what you think, 250?
probably like 280. Yeah, you feel me?
Oh, my
Right?
God.
She's definitely not 190. You feel me? But speaking of dinners with women, man, have you found out what happened with PNB Rock?
Yeah, he passed away, unfortunately, right?
Yo, why didn't y'all tell me that LA was this dangerous?
Dude, it seems like it's getting worse. Like, it is. Things are escalating bad.
Bro.
In a lot of ways.
Bro, like, when I heard, first off, when I first heard the story of, it was a robbery, I'm like, all right, so why did we find them inside the store bleeding over? And then they came back and told me, oh, no, it was a robbery inside of the Roscoe's. I'm like, hold up, bro. So they went inside of Roscoe's, shot him, took his jewelry, and left. That screams a level of urgency that's more than a robbery. Because I would imagine if it was a robbery, they would have waited for PNB Rock to come outside. Yo, give me that. Because they know where his car's parked. Give me that. But to go inside the Roscoe's and kill him on camera, again, we don't like to give criminals, Dusty Ninjas, any credit, bro. But I would think those brothers were smart enough to know there's going to be cameras at a Roscoe's, and especially in LA, in a parking lot that's like at an intersection.
Interesting.
So the urgency to go in there and kill him, that's different. Now, have you been hearing about the whole people blaming his girlfriend?
A little bit. What did you think there's any credibility to that or what?
Well, there's two things, right? There's the conspiracy theorists who are out here wilding, and then there's like just regular people who are saying just her posting the Addy was enough. Like that's out of pocket. She's the reason. Then there's other people who are out here saying, oh nah, she caught up with it. You feel me? That stuff I ain't gonna get into, right? Because I'm not really, I don't know.
Right.
But her posting the location enough is the main reason why we was discussing, I can't give no bid, no clout, bro. I'm sorry.
I mean, my question for this situation was, how do we know how close PNB and this woman were?
Yeah.
Was this a long-term girl? Is this
that's his baby mama?
Oh, it's his baby mama.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now,
to me, that's a little more suspect when you hear that someone that's like close on that level, she should understand like the world he's living in and the dangers he's in and stuff. And I feel like maybe, I don't know.
Nah, man.
It's like a red flag to me.
Nah, and that's why I think I told Gina too, man. Yo, like I can't give no girl no clout. Cause again, like just imagine if she was somebody who had no clout, 1,000 followers, she could have posted that and nobody would see it. But when you give your girl you're dating clout, she has every ammunition now to destroy you. Now she can post your ID and location to 1.5 million followers that you done gave her, and now the savages is coming, bro. That's just crazy. Now, there's a video that surfaced a year ago. I'm not sure if you've seen it or how much you watch my own channel. Do you watch my channel, Croc?
I watch it pretty often, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Now, I'm about to test that sentiment, though.
Okay.
I'm about to test that. Okay. Did you see the video I dropped with PNB Rock and some other guy on Instagram Live?
Yeah, the Savage.
Oh, wow. Break it down.
So apparently, some Savage was expressly telling Flakko, not Flakko, telling PNB Rock that like, yo, we coming for you. We already came for you, and I'm going to make you eat that. Damn. When he said, I'm not going to lie, when he said, I'm going to make you eat that, bro, that came off so real. Like, I'm going to make you eat that. Like, the way he said it, bro.
Yeah. Now, it turns out, so Buddy, that video is actually from a year ago or 2 years ago. Well, a long time ago, right? It's from a long time ago. Apparently, like, dude was, when the whole George Floyd thing was going on, that dude was making, like, kind of like the riot T-shirts with, like, burning things down and on it. PNB Rock kind of took that design for his own T-shirts and started rocking it. So then he started beefing with PNB Rock for stealing his design. It boiled over into something bigger, right? Dude was on academics, brain idiots, right?
Oh, wow.
He was everywhere for PNB Rock. This was a big thing. They got on IG Live. That's where you seen that. You know, they set up a boxing match, and apparently things got kind of cordial or at least squashed, or they just got kind of forgot about it before PNB Rock's death. So that dude didn't have nothing to do with it, from my estimation.
Okay.
The reason why I created the video was to show, because he said, are you back in LA yet? PNB Rock said, nah. And then he says, when you get back, there's some dudes looking for you. We came to Hitmaker Studio looking for you already. You feel me? Right? So, like, and during his beef with like, PNB Rock, dude actually came to LA, did a vlog looking for PNB. So dude is actually tapped in here, right? So he would know from being tapped in here who's looking for PNB Rock and who's not, right?
Okay.
So when he asked, are you in LA? And then immediately after stated, once you get back, there's some dudes looking for you. That would show that PNB Rock is not all the way good in LA.
Right.
Right? So that was my reason.
So you're kind of saying that this is adding credibility to the fact that, yo, there was a lot of smoke for PNB in LA already.
Yeah, man. Yo, also, too, like, now, I don't know, like, if PNB, you know, like, if he's just, like, if he's just mad beloved, I don't know, but this is the first time I'm starting to see where there's an actual black mark right now on, like, L.A. There's people now saying, yo, don't go to L.A. Oh, man, like, all they do up there is rob and steal. Now there's folks saying, yo, you are seeing the video, right, of some guy who came on his live from New York, I think, and he stated, yo, listen, when we see Kendrick Lamar on the East Coast, we smoking him. Roddy Ricch, we smoking him. Snoop Dogg, we smoking him. We got to get our get back for PNB Rock. Now, I don't know why any Negro will come online and say they going to kill a top-tier celebrity like that, right?
Yeah, all the guys you said.
That's dumb. But what that shows me is, yo, there's an actual, like, real disdain now and hatred for L.A. folks in these other cities now. Because their favorite artists keep coming here and dying. Like, for example, Young Dolph almost died here. And he's from Memphis. PNB Rock died. He's from Philly. Feel me? Pop Smoke from New York. Biggie. You
But
feel me?
people die all the time, I feel like. And I get it when you're coming from the perspective of rappers specifically.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the crime in New York. You know what I mean? New York, from what I've heard, their crime has been skyrocketing for the last 2 years.
No facts.
So I don't know about LA being having a black mark, maybe in the rap gang community specifically, but I think crime is off the charts all across the United States right now, and it's a problem. I agree.
No facts. And when I say black mark, again, from my perspective, it's just dumb to blame a city for like the actions of a couple of people. Right? I think that's dumb. You feel me, right?
There's millions of people here, man.
Bro, listen, like there's 10 million people in LA County alone. So I don't think, even let's say 10 incidents, and let's say there's about like 20 killers, right? If let's say each killer had an accomplice, 10 incidents, 20 killers, I don't think 10 rappers dying is enough to say, yo, LA is, you feel me? That's just wrong. But other cities are now adapting the mindset of, oh, they're after us. And now this is real disdain and hatred now for LA in these other cities. Now I'm interested to see how's that gonna like unfold. Meaning, once LA artists go to these cities, are they still gonna be good and protected, or are these people going to see it as, oh, we gotta smoke somebody? You feel me? Oh, we gotta, right?
Hopefully not. I mean, we don't need any further divisions that already exist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's already race, gangs, politics. We don't need geographical location of the states to be involved. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But enough of the black men beefing. Let's speak about the white on white crime. The mayonnaise on mayonnaise mayhem. What's going on, man? Oh, man. Have you heard about the Adam 22 beef with Andrew?
From Channel 5.
Woo! Man, listen, I was not expecting this. I was not expecting.
Wait, were you there for the interview they did together?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yo, and he walked in. They were super cool. We had like a long conversation. I love Andrew. I didn't know Andrew had an issue with the platform.
Oh.
I didn't know he hated No Jumper.
Mm-hmm.
So you seen the documentary, or you watched parts of it?
I've seen
all the parts where
I've seen the documentary.
So in all the parts where he dissed No Jumper.
Yeah, I mean, some would say diss, some would say mischaracterize, some would just say critique. But he definitely, I think, from what I got from it, was sort of implying malfeasance on No Jumper's part, or impure motives in what you're promoting for the society in terms of like who you interview and stuff. And even DJ Academics a little bit for the war on Chirac and his coverage on these kinds of topics. I don't know. I like the point that Adam made, which is like, and tell me what you think about this. If all these artists want to come on, enjoy being on, don't have any problem with it, then who is it for anyone else to say, like, you should not give that opportunity to them?
Well,
it's like for me to go say, you two people should not work together. Like, why? They both want to do it type shit.
Well,
that's just...
Here's the devil advocate in. If crackheads and meth heads love crack and meth, who are we to say they shouldn't smoke meth and crack?
Okay,
right?
I get that.
Now here's my point though. So my argument would be much simpler. It would be much simpler. So and when they come, we're talking about their life story. We're not trying to incite nothing.
Right.
All we're doing is just simply asking questions that's going on with their career, with their life, et cetera, and what contributes to their overall story. Right? We're interviewing them and telling their story, so we have to ask certain questions that are intricate to their story. Right?
Okay.
That's it. And like, honestly, if I'm Adam, so what? So what? I don't care. You feel me? Like, I don't care. Now, here's some little...
It's business.
Yeah. Now, here's some little background info, some little behind-the-scenes stuff, right? The full timeline of this. So, Andrew actually came on No Jumper, as you just mentioned, and he actually did an interview. During the interview, some people seen it as G-checking Adam. Adam didn't see it as that. I didn't see it as that, right? But the comment section when Andrew was speaking on platforms monetizing off of gang culture and shit like that, people thought he was talking directly to Adam, quote unquote, G-checking him. He never stated no jumper.
And you never felt that energy. Did you ever feel like you were on the spot a little bit, or?
Well, like I wasn't in like the interview, right? I was somebody who was, just like behind the scenes.
Right.
Yo, Andrew's a good dude. He's a good dude. So when that first happened, him talking about the gang culture and like these platforms monetizing off it and them being wrong for doing so, he said that during the interview. We made it out of a clip. During the clip, people thought, oh, damn, he's checking Adam. Adam ain't really see it as that. Mm-hmm. They were still cool. He still loved Adam, et cetera, et cetera. Sorry, he still loved Andrew, et cetera, et cetera. So then after that, the documentary and the trailer dropped where he was talking about no jumper, trying to be like academics, et cetera, et cetera. Mm-hmm. So we just seen the trying to be like academics part. And so that's a little bit of a sneak diss, I don't know. But hey, after though. Then it extended into the full documentary where now talking about the monetizing off of gang culture and pain, et cetera, et cetera. Mm-hmm. Just like straight comment at no jumper. And then after PNB Rock died, Andrew tweeted, I wonder which LA gang podcast is going to monetize this first.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's when that was a full bow. Like, that was a straight shot at no jumper.
Yeah, he just upped it straight up.
Now, I'm like, I love Andrew. I love Andrew. Am I in the crossfire? Am I a soldier for no jumper? Sure. I'll be riding. Should I, like, grab the shotty and buzz back too? Mm-hmm. I don't know, because being a soldier be putting me in a bad predicament, right? Because, again, I'm still an employee at the end of the day, right? Meaning, like, if I, like, jump out the window and burn every relationship I have and I get fired next year, you feel me? I have no job, plus guess what? I have no, like, friendships now, right?
Yeah, understandable.
So for situations like this, you got to play real, like real carefully. And, and still, it's a sneak diss still, right? We don't know who he talking about. Mm. And then the final sword came down.
What was the final?
Andrew unfollowed Adam22 on Instagram.
Oh, my God.
And then followed AD right afterwards. Hmm. That's called playing chess. That's called playing chess.
That's called playing chess, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, I wouldn't put it past Andrew. Again, that's just me, though. Mm. I wouldn't put it past Andrew, though, to maybe, DM AD, try to get him away from Adam, you feel me? Say, yo, listen, man, that guy, he's just exploiting gang culture, which is not true. Yo, listen, if you look at Adam's podcast and like in his interviews, mm-hmm. It's probably like 5% gang stuff, like 1% probably, right? Like Adam would probably like touch on things if it becomes like a huge story. But other than that, man, like he's not here trying to focus on this, bro. Adam does a podcast with Danny Mullen where they don't talk about nothing gang related.
Exactly.
Right? So his focus isn't no gang stuff. But when I see that Andrew unfollow Adam, now I'm like, okay, like, what's bro deal? You feel me? Like, why is he, like, do he just care so much about gang culture? And, like, what is his deal? Why do he dislike Adam? That I don't understand, right? Because, again,
there might be something behind the scenes that we don't really know about.
Bro, I asked Adam, and he said he don't know. Like he's unclear. Like, he never knew they had an issue until Andrew followed him. Like, I would understand, look, if let's say, like, King Croc was from the trenches, was a Crip himself, and he's trying to say, yo, I don't like how no jumper, is, like for example, like, Crip Mac, bringing on Crip Mac and, like, interviewing him and, like, kind of, like, and, like, monetizing and off it. I don't like how they do that or they interview gang members and that's, right? I understand a Crip saying that or a Blood saying that or a gang member saying that. What do Andrew got an issue with? I don't understand.
And to me, I don't know. The whole kind of angle is weird to me because if it's all about society and drill being so dangerous for society and people dying, rappers dying, then that means in a way it's like you're sort of a puritanical, idealistic type person, right? Like you want the ultimate good for society and you care about what's influencing and all that type of shit. Well, then why are you even engaging with rap culture at all? Like I haven't watched much Channel 5, but I know they do a lot of shit with hip-hop.
Yes.
They do a lot of shit with artists who've said the worst possible things on diss tracks, on beats, on 808s. There's so many bad influences in current culture. So to be this outraged and kind of representing it as such a problem is just kind of suspect to me.
Are you saying Big Andrew is a hypocrite?
Might be a hypocrite a little bit.
I'll be real, bro. Like when I met Andrew, he's just a good guy, bro. Like he's just an overall good guy, right?
I don't know the guy,
so I can't. So I definitely do think he believes.
I will
he's
say
taking
this.
The moral stance.
I will. So you think he believes he's taking a moral stance for sure?
He believes he's taking the moral stance. Yes.
I will say that.
Is he wrong? Maybe.
I will say that when I initially saw thumbnails and clickbaits about Adam and Andrew's beef, I went and checked out Channel 5, and I can't lie, man. The production quality, the way the videos are made, he's obviously good at what he does. Like, the guy's good at making those documentaries and videos and his content, and I guess that's why he got picked up by a show, HBO, I heard.
Oh, really?
I saw something on Instagram about how they just bought him for a network or a package of shows, something like that. He's working with HBO.
I did not know that.
Congratulations, Channel 5.
Congratulations, Andrew.
But, yeah, so I can't hate on the man. He's good at what he does.
Wait, hold up. Is that why? Do you think maybe that's why, he followed AD to recruit him to his HBO network? Hey.
His HBO show?
Man, listen, man. I wouldn't put it past him, man. Listen.
Trying to snipe Adam's employees?
I would assume he probably got about, what, $10 million for that?
Who knows?
Throw AD about $1 million. You feel me? Throw a Sharp about. Man, come on now. Listen. Throw AD $1 million. Throw Sharp 1.5. Throw T-Rail another $1 million. At that point, man, the cabinet is bare. No, listen.
He'd have to have a vendetta to do something like that.
You listen. If he throws Josh $5 million, oh nah. Nah, listen, yo, that would be cold. Cause Josh is who runs like the entire background process. If you throw Josh for $5 million, oh man, nah, bro, nah, man. But hopefully they go ahead and solve it out, man. But
yeah.
But speaking of,
it is what it is.
Yeah, but speaking of another great white man, we have to come.
Donald Trump?
No, we have to come up with a code word for this name because YouTube will take down your video and like if you even mention this dude.
Really?
If you even mention this dude, YouTube is taking your ish down. So we must come up with a name for him.
We're not talking about the president of the United States, right?
No. Sandy Hook guy.
Oh, that type individual.
Yes.
Okay. So
all right. So
an extremely based guy.
Yes. Let's come up with this. Let me see. All right.
Alligator.
No.
Alligator.
Checks Moans. All right.
What?
Checks. Yes. Checks Moans. Okay. Yeah. So Checks Moans. All right. That's his name.
What does that? How does that even?
You take out the A and put the C. You take out the J and put the M.
Checks Moans.
You take out the.
Okay, I get it now.
Checks Moans.
So Checks Moans.
Yeah. Now, do you have a problem with Kyrie Irving reposting Check Moans and calling him the truth in the midst of all the misinformation lawsuits that's currently going on? Again, though, to be fair though, Kyrie retweeted one of the only things that Check Moans was right about, And those things were
I was going to say.
New World Order, cashless society, and he said this in the 90s. So he was
Cabal.
right on.
Yep.
Tyranny, the global government.
He said a bunch of true stuff.
Yes. At that time, that was revolutionary. Now every podcast is talking about it, right? So the things that Kyrie did repost or, reposted or posted, those were one of the truths that, that Chex Moans was talking about. But Kyrie retweeted it and he got hella backlash. But people
do not like that, huh?
Bro, people are on Twitter calling him to lose his NBA contract, all type of stuff.
Wow. So even just if you're a part of the mainstream ecosystem, like a professional basketball player is, even just showing that you lean to a certain side or you have a conservative persuasion at any amount is enough to get you canceled and people want your job to go away?
Well, if a guy says that kindergartners getting killed and slaughtered was a conspiracy, that's where the line gets drawn, right? To where dude had a lot of great stances. He said a lot of great things, some truths, right? Listen, he was the truth.
But I thought you were a free speech absolutist.
No.
Flakko.
Listen, I don't support him getting his contract, right? That's wild. But I'm not against the backlash, meaning if Kyrie says, yo, I support everything Chex Moans does, I think that's when we got to probably start reconsidering our views on Kyrie Irving, right? But if you just repost a little thing, you feel me? A little backlash with that right there won't harm nobody. But where I believe it gets out of control is when the backlash goes to he needs to lose his job, he needs to be stripped off the internet, he needs to be canceled. That shouldn't go that far. Reposting a video of Chex Moans saying some truthful stuff that we cannot deny, right? Because right now, everybody's posting we don't got change. Oh, we ran out of quarters and coins now. Oh, don't bring no cash. We don't got no change for you. Bring that Apple Pay. Come on now.
Bring that technology.
Bring that crypto. Bro, some places don't even got a credit card machine no more.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Speaking of this world order, this cabal, the New World Order, like President Biden has mentioned multiple times during his presidency.
Yeah.
There's something about this transition to a highly technical, less human form of living when it comes to AI, automatic electric vehicles. I mean, look at the energy crisis that's going on in the EU right now. They are doing absolutely insane things over there. I'm talking about limiting your electrical usages.
That's crazy.
Dropping massive fines on you if you put your thermostat above 66 degrees. Limiting how much heat you can use in your own house that you pay your own bills for and you pay your electricity bills. They are overhead deciding there's a limit.
It's tyranny, but you live in California where there's a water use limit now. Right? Where you get a hefty fine if you use too much water.
And guess what? You don't pay the fine, you're getting locked up.
Exactly. Now,
but I think there's a greater conspiracy here. I think it's about if everything can be tracked and automated and all your data can be looted by these electrical technical systems, the technocracy, how easy will it be for them to control you? Look at Teslas. Look at these electric cars. They can stop your car.
That's crazy.
They can lock you in your car, drive you to the police station.
Oh, that's crazy.
They have complete and utter control, and they want to get rid of any alternative options. They don't want you driving normal cars. That's why this whole global conspiracy, global warming, That's why they're pushing everything to be electric.
Exactly. Not facts.
Isn't it kind of fucking weird?
Yo, bro, like, it's real weird, right? Now, like, but again, though, like, there's not an EU, right? Like, that's not an EU problem, though, right? Like,
but it's worse over there.
That's our issue. Mm-hmm.
It's definitely an issue here, too,
Of
but
course.
we're seeing how bad it can get. The fact that they can control and determine what you do in your own house. I mean, you're right. I didn't realize how far we really gotten down here.
Man, here, right? You know, so, but, like, that's the argument, though, of like, civil liberties versus what's right.
Heated.
Like, you know, like, look, so, like, that's like the morals versus ethics, like, argument, right? Is should your individual civil liberties override what's better for society? Meaning, like, should each individual person, personal interest, like, override what's better for society? Like, look, like, for example, we kind of decided that the individual liberties of somebody being able to get up and do whatever they want, like, for example, doing drugs, that's not the best thing for like, society, right? So that was overridden. So, for example, so like, should somebody be able to have their individual civil liberties and use up whatever water they want to use up, but then we are in a drought to where if somebody uses up 20,000 tons, we all lose our access to water? Or should we limit our civil liberties and limit how much water somebody uses, right? So, like, right?
Well, the water supply issue in and of itself is more nuanced, and things like that, you do kind of have to have a more open mind in regards to your civil liberties. But let's break that down. You know, we don't have the time today, but why are we in a drought? Are there bureaucratic reasons? Inefficient organization of our local governments? Are there other reasons rather than just, it is what it is, and now you got to listen to us? Like, I want to know what's really going on. Why is it like this?
Not yet, but then my question is, though, so for you, though, like, what's more important? Somebody's individual liberties or, you know, like, what's ethical? You know, like, what applies to like, the betterment of society, right? You know, like, for example, like, we've all kind of agreed that a societal community is what's best for civilization, right? Like, us having a society where it's structured is like organized, and where we put the betterment of the overall above the betterment of an individual. We've all decided that that's the best way to live. So where did that start and where did that end? So are you saying that the individual liberties of somebody, meaning, like, yo, bro, like, we should be able to control ourselves and what's going on in our own crib, but then if the government could say, listen, here's how, you know, individuals in the EU having free reign and free access to use up as much electricity as possible, here's how this can be really detrimental to society. Should that matter over somebody's personal liberties?
No, it shouldn't. And I think we already made this decision when the Constitution was finalized during the Enlightenment. Your individual rights are what makes society better. So it's not a dichotomy between what's best for the individual versus what's best for the group, because putting the individual first is how you increase the success of the group, period. Freedom is what has allowed America to dominate as it has. The freedom of business, the freedom, the rights you have, et cetera, et cetera. So to me,
well, no, like,
I'm willing to make that sacrifice.
What?
That the sacrifice of you claim climate change, for example, is what's the word? Apocalyptic for the world, and therefore is a higher priority than our individual rights.
Yeah.
I say that no, our individual rights are more important, and guess what? The market will solve for it, and the individuals will solve for it themselves. We don't need to be forced and have our rights taken away, because guess what? Niggas trying to live. Niggas want to live too. Like, niggas are not just going to keep doing some shit that is going to get them killed. We're not all dumb. The markets meet the needs of the demand, which is the customers, which is the people who live, right? So companies, for example, will become more environmentally friendly within their own choice, by their own paradises, or whatever the fuck.
But then you're kind of like having faith that human nature is good, right? Like you're having like faith in civilization.
Sure, but that's because I can't trust anyone with absolute power. I can't trust anyone because power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. So, and this is why you even see the parallels I was trying to draw earlier with people using that as a guise, the guise of working for the better good of all of society in order just to meet their own ends and to do their corrupt agendas that they have. For example, increasing government control over all individuals and cementing their power, their monopolies. I mean, I think there's a reason why they want certain technologies to progress a certain way.
Here, so like when you say though, like it's not a dichotomy, it kind of is, right? Like we've already given up certain civil liberties. Like for example, you just can't buy a car and get on the road and drive. No, like you have to abide by the highway rules, by the speed limit, right? So like we don't have freedom to just do certain things because doing certain things is detrimental to the overall society. So I guess the thing is, where does it exactly, right, stops and ends, right? Like where does it, like for example, if we're saying that every individual right and liberty should go above society, and then we're saying, yo, like, then like F the traffic laws, F vaccination, F everything, right? Just do what you guys want to do because, you have freedom. But we've already like came to an agreement by being in society that, nah, bro, that the overall good trumps the civil liberties of like individuals, right? So like when we talk about, like let's say like the water crisis, I guess the issue isn't like is civil liberties above the betterment of society. That's out. That's not true, right? What the discussion is, how severe do the societal issue have to be for us to put our civil liberties on the back burner? Like, for example, speed limits. Listen, bro, like niggas gonna die. That's more important. I ain't gotta like have no right to go 200 miles an hour, right? I don't want it.
But why? Why are people gonna die? Because so people are gonna die, which is infringing on their individual right? It's overly increasing the risk of someone having their life taken from them.
Of course.
So in order to collaborate together, we've agreed to that law. It's not something that is being enforced upon you unjustly. And I think that's kind of, there's a moral limit that I think is sort of intuitive. Like, it makes sense that we don't speed because we are trying to get along with each other and be able to live within proximity of each other without death.
But you just stated though, if global warming was a real risk and there was a chance that that like this thing could burn down and there was an apocalypse, you said that's still not enough for them to regulate how much energy you can use in your house, right? So like So like you're saying, even though like there could be an immediate risk that could kill damn near everybody off, that's not enough.
Well, I mean, this is a tough topic to really break down, but in general, the climate change research has failed me so many times. California was supposed to be underwater by now.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like on that topic specifically, you're not going to get me to see that as a rational, logical thing. Yeah. Because they've had so many failed observations and predictions. It's a tough question. I'm trying to answer that question, but
Croc, be real, bro.
I mean, where do you draw the line, bro? Because
where do I draw the line?
Yeah. Because you were talking before free speech absolutist.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Nah. But yeah, right. So like so where I draw like, for example, if it's not something that's gonna infringe on my civil liberties, like, for example, life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, then that's out, right? Like, for example, I'm not putting my, I guess, freedom or individual liberties on a back burner if, like, that's not going to affect my life, liberty, and like, pursuit of happiness. Like, for example, let's pay extra money. Let me go ahead and fork over a larger percentage of my income to the government for universal health care. That's out. Like, why? Like, why? Right? Why? Again, health care is not a natural right. You feel me? Right? Work out, take care of yourself, eat good, nigga, right? And stay out of bullshit, right? Right? So, like, that's not an immediate threat, right? So that's where I draw the line at, right? Whereas if it's just some remedial, let's save the world bullshit that has nothing to do with people actually dying, or, again, like, healthcare has people dying, but, like, it's not something like, for example, highway speeding, right? That's cool. Let's not do that, right? And apocalypse, bro, we gotta, hey, listen, my civil liberties is not important enough if my civil liberties is gonna cause the earth to burn down. You feel me? So nah, bro, let's go ahead and get that handled, right? But if it's not something that could, like, kill us off or damn near ruin society.
Okay, so what about this? You as an individual, right? If you know that in 100 years, if we don't stop it, the earth is going to be dead. Or everyone will die from global warming, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel your civil rights should be trampled on?
Hell no. No. Sorry. Yes.
Yes, but you're not going to be alive in 100 years, so you're not going to be affected by that in any way.
If you're saying mankind and civilization as is will be absolutely destroyed in its entirety, nigga, what? Of course. Yeah, of course. Bro, Croc, there's nothing worth doing. There's nothing that your civil liberties, like, grant you that's worth doing that's more important than losing the entire mankind. I'm talking about all of our work, our history, our monuments, our legacies. All that is erased. What is worth doing that you will risk that happening?
Worth doing that I would risk everything being destroyed.
Yes. Like, look.
Driving an gas-powered, loud, fast car.
You a psycho. Nigga,
I'm sorry. I'm a rebel, man.
Yeah.
I'm a true American. That's the American spirit at the end of the day, Flakko. It is what it is, man.
Croc.
Americans are freedom-loving individualists. That's why we are gangsters. That's why.
Croc.
So the whole world wants to cuck us so we can be like them, and people over here falling for it, bro.
You wouldn't give up gas-powered cars.
No, I'm not giving that up.
You wouldn't give up gas-powered cars to save civilization if that meant that gas-powered cars would end the world in 100 years. Come on, Croc.
Yeah, I ain't doing it.
No?
I'm driving. I'm driving my Pontiac, bro. I don't give a damn. And actually, I'm going to save a car. I'm planning on purchasing a car that was made before 1960, and I'm going to keep that bitch in the back. You know what I mean? Because I realize that as a dissident, eventually there'll come a time where they're going to hit Tesla up, hit Elon Musk up. Yo, send me his location. Boom, pull him up, take him to L.A. County Jail. I already know.
Damn.
Just because I'm a real one, bro. I'm a real dissident. So, of course, I don't want to be cucked to the system, man.
Bro, like, I'll be real, bro. Like, guys like you, hey, listen, man. Like, hey, listen up, bro. Like, guys like you, yo, listen. If it comes down to it where, yo, like, they need to get rid of gas-powered cars because this shit gonna end in 100 years, yo, and niggas like you start saying, nah, son, y'all gotta go. Nah, son. y'all got to go see God, bro. You feel
Real
me?
patriots, man. Real patriots.
Nah, so y'all got to go see God, bro. Like
Real
immediately, bro.
Let's
You feel
talk
me?
about, though, one of
Come
the
on, man.
biggest patriots
Who?
who's being mistreated right now.
Who? One of a Brittany Griner?
What?
She
Yeah,
got
she's
9
a-
years and she appealed it.
Damn, she got 9 years.
Nah, man, but like, who's the biggest patriot?
Donald J. Trump.
What's going on with
So-
Donald J. Trump?
There has been a massive escalation of the January 6th inquiry investigation committee. It's really blowing up. They are really coming after this guy. And people all across America are waking up and seeing that, yo, this shit's kind of not cool. Like, I've been hearing mad people, even
What's not
people
cool?
that don't support Trump.
Yeah.
What's not cool
Yeah.
is the raids they're doing on Steve Bannon was just arrested, taken in. The raids they're doing on.
Wait. I thought that Steve Bannon was just found like guilty on like two misdemeanor charges, right?
He might have been found guilty, but he was dragged into this whole thing.
Wait.
I don't know what it's. Yeah.
Wait. So like wait, hold up. So Steve Bannon got like arrested again, or that's an old case?
When did you hear that news? Well, he's been arrested before. Yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah.
Maybe years now, 2 years or something.
Yeah. Right. So his case concluded probably like 3 months ago.
Okay.
Yes.
Wait, he was rearrested again then
Really?
within the last week.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
So they're coming after anyone who's worked with Trump. There's been 40, I even wrote it down, 40 subpoenas
Okay.
to anyone who's worked with the Trump administration. They are just really going hard. And what I don't get about it is like, yo, where was all of this with the 2020 riots?
I'll be real. Like each individual cities, like
They didn't do shit. No investigation into it when there's clear evidence of potentially massive organized crime.
Yes, but like for example, right, what they did was like they did arrest a bunch of those rioters, right? Like they like Fargo, right? So like what happened in Fargo was this, right? So after the riots, wait here 1 second. So after the riots in Fargo, they pretty much like went through every face. So look,
What kind of riot was this in Fargo, by the way, and when did this happen?
like during wait, 1 second. Say it again, again.
When was this riot, and where did it happen?
This was during the George Floyd riots.
Okay.
So what Fargo police did was every person who was out there rioting, the Dusty Ninjas, first off, they started off by getting the Dusty Ninjas out of here first, right? Like every criminal who was out there rioting, man, listen, bro, if you're a criminal, you already got a profile on deck already, right? That's Pookie, out of here, right? So like the criminals got out of here quick as shit. And then it started going for every individual who was outside contributing to delinquency. They got them out of here too, right? So, like these cities.
You're saying that just now they're starting to arrest them, or they a long time ago?
Yeah, you're right.
From my understanding, a lot of what was going down was these people getting arrested, but then corrupt DAs, district attorneys, just cutting them loose, dropping all cases, dropping all charges, to where even officers are complaining like, yo, we just arrested this guy. He's been arrested 5 times in the last 6 months for the same shit, and he's never taken the time.
But then my question is, how does that correlate to January 6th?
Why is there not a large-scale investigation into the coordination of organized crime during the riots of 2022 all over the country? It's weird.
Well, here's the difference. Right?
They'd go this far for January 6th, the Capitol, even though there was. But here's the thing:
they broke into the Capitol.
Okay, so let's name the worst things about the Capitol. They broke into government property.
I tried to kill senators.
Try to kill senators is a little bit of an exaggeration.
How?
But okay, people's lives were at risk. People died. They broke into the Capitol place. Do you know how many government properties were broken into during the riots of 2022? Countless. Literally hundreds of millions of dollars in property damage, federal property federal property, Trump held it down. For the most part, that was protected during his presidency.
Yeah.
But state property was run rampaged, and no investigation into the organization of that, and they're saying,
no, look,
they're focused on all the wrong things. And I really think that this is kind of scary in a way because it looks like and feels like they're lining up Trump supporters.
The ops.
They're lining us up right now.
They're
fixing to really do us dirty.
Wait.
I'm telling you, like some Banana Republic type shit.
Again, there are Trump supporters and then there's MAGA. All right?
But those are one and the same thing.
Hell no, nigga. Let's make it clear,
yes,
bro.
they are. MAGA means make America great again.
Again, though, so here's how the normal people kind of distinguish the two, right? There are niggas who simply voted for Trump off of policies. Then there's the MAGA people who were at January 6th, right? So here's my thing. When there's a big difference between looting a Target than breaking into the Capitol saying, where is Nancy Pelosi, right? That's different, bro, right? They were going there with straight murder on their mind to kill senators, take over the country, et cetera, bro. Shit like that has to be has to be countered with real iron fist actions, right? Because the last thing you want, bro, is let people think shit like that can go on. Bro, listen, bro, we're from third world countries. We understand how fast, bro, a democracy can turn into a coup taking over.
Absolutely. In my opinion,
come on,
the coup is what they're planning. That's what they want. That's what the riots.
January 6th.
The January 6th was basically a gigantic clown show for them to use as a premise to move forward in their tyranny. Because the riots of 2020 and 21 and 2019 were really what the coup is going to look like. Officers standing down, governors like the governor of Washington's, the governor of Oregon, Portland, the governor of Seattle, all these different places, standing down and letting people destroy government property, letting people burn police stations down. That's the kind of shit that got no smoke, right? But now you classifying MAGA as the January 6th people is a misservice. The reason why is because this is exactly Biden's plan and the Democrats' plan is they want to slander all 94% of the Republican Party and 74 plus million people who voted for Donald Trump as extremists, right? They want to make it socially unacceptable to be a MAGA Trump supporter when MAGA is really a great brand that should not be sullied by a few extremists of both political sides, because you still haven't acknowledged Antifa was arrested at January 6th. Multiple undercover federal officers were exposed to have been at January 6th.
And MAGA, right?
What happened?
Now, Antifa be fucking up everybody's shit, though. Like, Black Lives Matter shit, that shit, right? So, those motherfuckers, they're renegades, right? Feel me? Right? So, we can't even, right? So, we can't even, put Antifa on any political side. Those motherfuckers are just renegades. But,
I think they're the street army of the Democratic Party.
Nah, man.
I've seen a ton of evidence, buddy. That's all I'm saying.
Bro, now listen. Now, here's my thing right in this, right? Yes, again, 95% of Trump supporters are not like the January 6th people, right? They're not, those people, now, I'll be real, and them getting 6-month sentences and 1 year and, again, let out, I think they got it easy, bro. Again, there's a law, right, in this country where if somebody lose their life while the commission of a crime is happening, everybody gets charged with murder. I will be in support of everybody at that bitch getting charged with murder and doing life in prison.
You obviously have not seen enough of the stories of people arrested January 6th. For example, a person named Brandon Straka, who went on Tim Pool on his huge podcast, 80,000+ viewers per live stream, and talked about how he literally didn't even get into the building. He just had a camera out filming the outside, and he was arrested and charged for a crime at January 6th. So that's kind of extreme for you to say that. I'm just saying.
Okay, listen, we can probably say this though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody who broke in, get charged with murder. Out of here. Bro, listen, bro, like, you probably wasn't born like in Nigeria. So, like, you probably do not understand. Like, when I tell you guys, like, how critical making sure that we deter MS from ever doing this again, bro, if people think they can break into the Capitol, threaten to kill senators, and, like, leaders, right, and like, representatives, if they think they can go into the Capitol and threaten to kill representatives and take over the country, right, all because they're probably what? And upset about what?
These people.
What?
Yeah, okay.
What?
I get what you're saying, and I generally agree with the sentiment. Listen, I'm a tough on crime type of guy.
And Steve Bannon, wait, so like you haven't brought up like Steve Bannon.
What did he do?
Now, wasn't he like one of like the organizers, right, of January 6th?
Not to my knowledge.
Here, let me actually pull it up real quick, man. What is Steve Bannon's role in January 6th?
I just hate the fear-mongering January 6th, January 6th.
Bro, January 6th.
The propaganda is so effective. It's amazing.
How's it propaganda?
I don't know. It's just been blown. It's been just completely misrepresented. But it's fine. We don't need to defend January 6th. My fellow patriots, we don't have to go to bat defending January 6th. Let them have it. They got that. It's cool. But let's look at the bigger picture. Let's not let this cloud us from what's really going on. What has happened to your country in the last 2 years? Biden has taken it down the fucking toilet drain. You're seeing how we're living. You're seeing crime skyrocketing. What happens when Democrats get into power? They do what demos do. They do what the Demorats do.
Look.
You feel me? So,
bro, look. So first off, now we know why like Steve Bannon did not go to Congress and like testify, right? So like he was actually charged and convicted with 2 misdemeanors that like comes from like not obliging to a subpoena to go to Congress and testify about January 6th. Now we know why, because they said he played an intricate role behind the scenes organizing and leading up to January 6th, which I would assume Steve Bannon probably has something to like do with it. You have to understand that Trump was on his way there. That it took Secret Service to say, nah, your president, like, yo, we can't take you there, yo. Like, we are not prepared. Like, we have no, like, parameters set up. We can't take you there. But can you imagine if Secret Service didn't say that to Trump and Trump was going to be outside while that was going on? At that point, I would have said, lock up Trump too, bro.
oh, my God.
Bro, nigga, what? Bro, Croc. If Trump was going to be out there leading that, nah, bro, lock him up too. No.
Okay, well, the reality is he wasn't there.
Yeah, of course.
They found nothing. They've been on this witch hunt on his ass, riding his dick so hard for how many months now with the January committee, and they still found nothing.
Wait, what you mean, though, they found nothing? And bro did a speech and told people, march down there. I'm going to meet you guys there. What you mean? Like
That's not a crime.
Come on, bro.
It's not a crime. It's not a crime.
A sitting president encouraging people to set up a coup and break into the opposition and murder them, bro. Like, come on, Croc.
Flakko, what are you really would prefer Trump to be derailed from getting these next 4 years by this January 6th
I'm
event?
saying, listen,
Is that what's better for the world and for the country? I don't think so.
Again, my political side has kind of been, again, I try not to tell people who my side is, but my side, like folks can guess. You feel me, man? Like, Biden ain't really my like, cup of tea. Mm-hmm. But I believe for me coming from a third world country, January 6th to me is important enough right now to where if Trump had any hand, I'm talking about they had any type of hand in organizing that, nah, son, they got to go. Like, I'm talking about, like, prison, lock up, do action. No. They got to go.
But, see, it's also an American thing and an American ideal thing where Americans kind of just have problems with authority in the sense that we are not the type to say you should never go against your government. If your government's tyrannical, nigga, you should go against your government. That's what they did to the British. That's what they did many times throughout history. And I think the idea that politicians should be scared of us shouldn't be such an inflammatory, bad idea, because how else do you keep them in line?
Right. But like
how else do you stop the corruption?
Right. But like we have to wait once absolute tyranny comes into play. Them marching into the Capitol because they're like upset about like voting laws or like, man.
But I mean,
man, come on, bro.
It goes back to the boiling frog situation. They boiled it up back then, bro. They started smoking niggas for putting a 10-cent tax on tea. I gotta pay 10 cents. Everybody was like, hell nah. Niggas said,
well,
strapped up.
Well, again, like, but that was a little bit deeper than that, though, right? Because their taxes just kept on coming. They were, like real oppressive, right?
Right.
Again, and that was the Queen's family, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man. Hey, again, y'all mourning her, right? Hey, but past that, though, bro, if people were trying to overturn the government because they didn't like an election result, I don't understand how any American, pro-American patriot, can look at that and say that there needs to be any type of like concession or leniency on anything regarding January 6th. No, I'm talking about, bro, do a full and thorough investigation, and anybody with any hand in it, bro. Again, I'm not saying Steve Bannon or Trump. Well, Trump, we've seen Trump tell niggas to go over there, bro. You feel me? So Trump got a hand in this, bro.
Okay, sure.
Right?
All I'm saying is I agree with you. Yeah. Let's do a full, thorough investigation.
And lock niggas up.
I think Marjorie Greene Taylor was even talking about, we're trying to get this investigation, and other members of the committee are not cooperating. So seems like they don't even want to do a full investigation because the full story might reveal some things that they wouldn't like to be revealed.
Oh, Marjorie. Well, first of Marjorie Greene.
You know who she is, right?
She's an idiot, though.
Why do you say that, Flakko?
Well, okay. So, for example, she comes on air and talk about, oh, my God, how can you forgive no PPP loans? No. It turns out that bitch got like what? Like 500,000 in PPP? No, right? PPP loans? And all that shit got forgiven, bro. So, like, she obviously have no character, no moral. But, man, come on, bro. Listen, Marjorie is a liar, bro. Right? Man, come on, bro. Like, yeah, bro. Nah, bro. Like,
I don't know too much about it. I just know that was a pretty base take that I thought that I heard from her is that, let's do a full, thorough investigation on January 6th, and not just January 6th, on all these types of incidents. Let's have complete government transparency.
Bro, believing anything coming out of her mouth as like her being genuine or telling the truth is crazy. She came on air with a straight face and said, how dare they forgive these PPP loans is crazy. And then we turned out like she got all of her is forgiven, man. She, she's a fraud, man. But let's get into pop topics that we don't care about, right before we.
First one, I got the first one. The pop topic.
Oh,
Little Mermaid.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that, man.
What do you think about that? The whole Little Mermaid shit. I still haven't watched it.
Now, I feel like the only community that like could be probably angry is the Asian community, right? Because the story itself started off as like a story from the Asian community, right?
Oh, is that true?
Yeah, right.
It's inspired by it, or
yeah,
okay,
yeah, right. Like the original cartoon was like Asian characters.
Oh wow.
So, and actually too, I think like the first like Mermaid, like like the actual movie, there was actually some like the very same backlash because they cast the white people. So now like white folks are giving us the same backlash now because it's a black person, right? So I don't know, man. I feel like if there was anybody to give backlash to it, it got to be the Asian, right? Like it's like, for example, there's a story being told about this, like what's a popular, like, if there was, let's say, a like movie, right, being made from, let's say, slave folklore, right, slave stories, and they make a full movie from a slave story, well, not slave story, but like a story being passed around by slaves. They made a full movie out of that and cast the white characters. There will be backlash, right?
Sure. Yeah.
So I feel like racist white folks, they got no reason like to complain, right? Because y'all wasn't even supposed to be casted for that movie. They got backlash. The first movie got mad dislikes too, right? So they themselves were not supposed to be casted for that movie.
That's an interesting perspective for sure.
So the character evolving to a black person, y'all still got no claim to them characters. If the Asian community want to complain, we can hear them out. But until then, Haley Bailey, man, she bad. I love it.
You think she looks like a hammerhead a little bit?
Nah.
Hammerhead shark?
Nah. I love it.
Here's how I feel about it, man, to be honest. I think I would like to see more black excellence, black ingenuity, and black creativity being rewarded in Hollywood and on these mainstream platforms, because people like a great comics artist who I'm forgetting right now, Rippaverse, this YouTuber who
I don't know who that is.
Crowdfunded his own comics. He's a black comic creator.
Like Justin Richburg.
Exactly. And his first campaign did $3.3 million.
Wow.
Very successful. One of the biggest crowdfunding comic campaigns of all time. And they're all original intellectual properties he created himself. And I think that's important for the black community, is not to always have to fight these fights and battles and get attached to these blackwashed characters, which really are, in my opinion, just sort of a diss to, it's not genuine representation.
What?
Genuine representation is making a new Mermaid movie with an original story with characters that were meant, created, and made in mind of a black person.
Oh, man.
In the sense that they were created for that race in terms of the character design.
Shit. Yo, bro, they finna call us all type of
Yeah, they're going to say, I'm raccooning right now. But the reality is, I don't get how you don't see that them giving no love to the millions of black characters that exist, ignoring them like they don't exist, and going to the top 10 white characters of every single genre and trying to turn them black. Batgirl got to be black. The Mermaid got to be black. This, that. Why don't you make some new shit? Or, like, is it not, like, what's the deal with that?
Listen.
That's just what came to my mind.
No, listen, I definitely agree, man. But for Ariel, I don't feel like white folks got no right to, like dislike it and try to, strong arm it, man. But let's get into this, though. So next pop topic, what do I care about tonight? Like, I'll be real, like PNB Rock has kind of dominated like the news cycle.
I know, you dropped like 30 videos on it.
Yo, but people been calling me out for that, man.
PNB farming.
Nah. Because a lot of information was coming out, and I seen it as my place to kind of like inform the people as the story breaks.
You're a journalist.
Blogger, right? Folks seen that as me exploiting, bro. I'm like, nah, bro. I'm just giving people like the story as it happens. But they seen it as exploiting. I guess I gotta eat that. But nah, bro. I wasn't PNB farming as you say or exploiting. I was just informing the people, man. But bro, I seen some YouTubers do videos on it, man, bro. F y'all, man. Yeah, I'll be real, bro. Like nothing else happened, man. Because it was this. Let's do Weirdo of the Week, man.
Weirdo of the Week. Have you got one in mind?
Yes, I'll start first, man.
You're good.
Like we just discussed, man. My Weirdo of the Week. In fact, who do I want to give it to? Okay, yes. My Weirdo of the Week are a couple of people. In fact, yeah, it's a side. My weirdo of the week are people online trying to push this East Coast versus West Coast war. Is individuals, dusty ninjas, Negro mites, or what you may call them, they're online pushing for, when there's an LA person who come here, we got to smoke, blah, blah, blah. They're pushing, first off, like, folks who are saying this, again, I'm young. I wasn't alive during the East Coast versus West Coast war. But as a historian, going through it and truly understanding, like, what that war means and what it symbolizes, that's not a war that none of us ever want to repeat, all right? Like, I'm talking about this a no-fly zone.
Man.
You can't do no shows in certain cities.
Ugh.
Your bag is interrupted. Man, come on, bro. Nobody wants to do that again, bro. You feel me? So, like, people online pushing this narrative as East Coast. Bro, listen, man. It's not an East Coast versus West Coast thing, bro. It's not. It's L.A. If you come here and you're doing something great, Dusty Ninjas is going to kill you.
They want to hate.
Now, again, it feels hard to say, like, when you frequent black-owned businesses in the hood, that's where the savages are. They're going to get you. Why? Because every employee there is probably black. They all got a brother who's a robber. Oh, damn, look, Drake is in it. Oh, you feel me? Like, they text, Drake in this bit, right? So
absolutely. Females, too.
Right. So it's kind of like, it's hard to say, but if you come to L.A. and you go to the trenches to patronize black-owned businesses, like, it ain't going to end well for you, bro. You feel me? I'm just being real with y'all, man. But, yeah, bro, my weirdo of the week is people pushing for no West Coast and East Coast battles.
Straight weirdos.
Who's yours, man?
My weirdo of the week is going to be the Supreme Court Justices of the United States of America. The reason being is because if it weren't for them, and not just the Supreme Court Justices, but all the federal and state-level judges who shirked responsibility during the 2020 election and led to not only this January 6th crisis, but the escalation of the culture war, the escalation of the demonization of half of the country. Because guess what? In 2020, when the election happened, the questions that were asked about the process, the worries that people all over the country had, and the things that they brought up to court were all basically ignored, and they all pussied out of actually handling those lawsuits and thoroughly investigating what justice was in those situations. All these lawsuits by not only individual entities, but also by states and organized institutions, state-level institutions, were all thrown away on the basis of standing, not merit. Not merit, on standing. And this is one thing I try to convey to people, but they don't get it, is that these cases were not dropped because their argument wasn't sufficient. They didn't have proper evidence for the concerns they had about the election. They were dropped because the court said it's not your place to bring that lawsuit. You don't have proper standing. A procedural way to end a lawsuit instead of, are what they talking about, is what they're talking about true or not? Is there merit to this or not? That is not what they ruled for all the lawsuits that were brought about the 2020 election. And that is why January 6th happened and further escalation happened to the point where we're at now. And I wish the justices would have done their jobs and put everyone's mind at ease, even if the outcomes would be exactly the same.
Yeah.
We still had President Biden. Everything is exactly the same. It still would have eased a lot of people's minds and stopped a lot of this escalation. So my weirdo of the week is the fucking Supreme Court justices and federal justices across the country.
Facts, man. Well, Croc, this was a great week, man.
Hell yeah.
Folks, go to SoundCloud, Apple Music, Spotify, all that good stuff, man. Just check out the podcast, you feel me, man? Please, run it up. Again, YouTube don't monetize our podcast for some reason, man.
I don't know. They're hating on it.
I I think one of them got monetized. One.
Nice.
Then the rest is, it has not, man. But yo, folks,
Over
please, yo, we're starting a Patreon soon. Please sub to the Patreon once it gets started, man. It's your boy Poetik, Flakko, King Croc.
King Croc.
Out of here, folks. Peace.
Peace.
All right.